Cook Custom Choppers. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what I do. I think it started when I was 6, 7 years old. Someone threw a perfectly good lawnmower motor out in the garbage. I decided I can make a motorized vehicle out of that, and I did that out of wood. And I remember going down the street at about, it felt like 100 miles an hour. It was 10 miles an hour, but my dad clocked me. I thought it was the neatest thing in the world, and that feeling has stuck with me to this day. One thing led to another, and here I am doing bikes. Kind of living the dream, I guess. Where does my style come from? That's a good question. The only thing that comes to mind is booze and bar napkins. I get bored pretty easily doing the same old thing. So each bike that I do has to have something unique in it, different, where it keeps me entertained. That's why my bikes have been labeled outside the box a little bit. I also have a few other interests. One of them would be, we're working on a bar right now, doing complete interior, exterior. It's gonna have some events outside, little concert thing, stage and volleyball. Another thing that kind of keeps us going around here is after work activities, which, obviously consist of entertaining ourselves at bars and social events, but the transportation that gets us there and back might be a little bit unique. Our motorized couch, it's always entertaining. My latest bike that I did was what we call the Rambler. It's a AMD winning bike, the first American to take this show. Some of the details of that bike are what inspired me, I should say. This design, steampunk, just the intricate run, brass lines, copper lines, stuff like that. And my latest build is a customer bike. It's a 75 Norton-based drivetrain that's behind me. Pretty much similar to all the other Nortons that I've done. This thing's gonna be a little different. Mid controls, probably full fendered. A very user-friendly bike. What you're looking at here is my 2009 AMD bike that I won the world championship with, which we call the Rambler. I think one of the things that got noticed about this bike is obviously the motor. It was a Honda that we turned 90 degrees. I cut the transmission off of it. Oil pressure regulator. Of course I made the intake manifold. BMW transmission that I switched the 3-speed out and put 4-speed gears in it. Made a bell housing, clutch assembly, and adapted it to a Yamaha Virago final drive. Another feature is stainless steel frame that's all sweat fitted together. This is just a battery box that looks like an oil tank. Of course, our perimeter brakes, hand levers, hand shift, that's for shifting it without a clutch. Kind of odd. You gotta let go of the throttle to come back here and try to shift it. I don't know, but it works. One of the things that inspires me about this bike is I love all the lines on here. A little bit of nice plumbing like this really helps, I think, to make a bike look good with the detail, I make my own hand lever, axle, nuts. This front end was just a piece of stainless steel tubing that I bent, cut down the center, and added a piece of metal to widen it. Of course, I make the hubs, labor of love. And if you'd like some more information, you can go to cookcustomchoppers.com. You'll be able to see some more bikes and some of our after hours antics.